Heroes Toy Reviews is not intended for children or anyone under the age of 17.
Today on Heroes Toy Reviews, we will be reviewing a really obscure action figure. Wait a second. Computer, what was the name of that episode where Captain Picard was forcefully beamed down to a planet with another captain? And he didn't understand the captain's language, but the other captain didn't understand his language, and he forcefully beamed him down on that planet to understand his language?
The episode that you were referring to is Darmok.
Darmok. Well, today we will be reviewing Darmok today on Heroes Toy Reviews for Star Trek Month.
Welcome to a brand new YouTube channel. This is Heroes Toy Reviews. This is the 1983 Jump Jetpack. I just broke this crotch. What do you think about her? I was playing tennis with
Hello everybody and welcome to Heroes Toy Reviews. Hero 77 here, and this is a continuation of Star Trek Month, and today we're going to be reviewing one of the obscure figures that Playmates, when it came to Star Trek The Next Generation, had a wide variety of figures. It seemed like they came out with a figure for almost every episode there was, and the episode Darmok was no exception. Yes, they created an action figure for this guy. They created action figures from Darmok to what's his name, the guy with the mouthpiece. I really should ask the computer these things. But there was that episode. There's the Dixon Hill episodes in which they created the Dixon Hill figure and a Guinan figure that was dressed as a holodeck figure for that particular episode, and also a Beverly Crusher figure for that matter, and so much more. I mean, there's some obscure figures. There was the Nausicaan, in which we talked about in an earlier review. But today we're going to be reviewing the Darmok figure, and boy is it going to be a doozy, so stick around and don't go away, because that review starts right now. So I wasn't kidding when I said that Playmates made every single action figure from Star Trek The Next Generation that was ever in any episode. This is Darmok. Well, I don't think his name is Darmok, but the name of the episode was Darmok. And as you can see, they recreated him almost perfectly, right down to the two blades and the one blade that he gives Picard to fight the monster at the end of the episode. He even has the fire that he hands Picard in the episode. Now, this figure came with a couple of other things, but I have since lost those. Like I said, I do a lot of stop motion movies, and I actually opened him probably when I shouldn't have. And I lost some pieces. There was, I don't know what they were, but he even came with his own figure stand, and I lost, well, I didn't lose that. I got that in here somewhere, but I just didn't have it in time for the review. So please, please, please do excuse me. But anyway, this guy is badass and pretty damn accurate, right down to these little pieces right here on his uniform. In the episode, he lays down these things in a circle around a campfire, almost as though he's doing a ritual thing. And just look at this uniform. I mean, you can see the back of it. It's got all the little sparklies on there, and you know, the boots, and he's got the forehead. And it almost looks like there might be a little damage there done to the forehead if you look really closely. I'm glad they didn't put like a battle damage thing on his head. I'm glad they just made the figure as is. But here's the thing. Nowadays, if you're doing a figure like this and somewhere in the episode he does have battle damage, you could make a figure just like they did with the Masters Universe figures where they had removable heads, and you could change the heads to where the head has the battle damage. I always found it interesting. In the episode, he actually had like a white scar that went down and almost covered covered over his eye in the episode. Now, there really isn't a whole lot I could say about this figure except that that was one of my favorite episodes. And, you know, you had the whole language barrier thing and Picard having to figure out the language, and you got to see him be human by getting frustrated by not being able to figure it out, and it came in metaphors and not proverbs. What's the word I'm looking for? Anyway, it was a great overall, all-round episode, and this is a great figure. You get obscure figures like this from time to time, and you just go, wow, I have got to have that, and that's exactly what this is. And I have a lot of other figures like this that I might review in the future. I mean, we do have several days left in the month after all, but what a great character, what a great episode, and what a great action figure. And actually, his knees, let's see here, let's get this leg up here. They do bend at a 90-degree angle. He bends at the elbows at 90 degrees and is able to slice his way through anything. As you can see, he's got great slicing action. Darmok at Tanagra. I just recently did a stop motion film on this. You could check it out on one of my other channels. I will put a link down in the description. And, you know, I can't say enough about this figure, but also at the same time, I can't say too much about him. All I can say is I highly recommend him for your Star Trek The Next Generation action figure collection. Boy, what a great guy. Well, there you have it. That ends today's review for Star Trek Month. I really hope you enjoyed that. And before we go, I do want to add that a couple reviews ago, I did a review on Star Trek, the original series, the original Enterprise, the NCC 1701, the original Enterprise, and I did the review while inside of Walmart, and that seemed to do very well. So my question for you, the audience, is, do you want to see more of these reviews where I go into stores like Target or Walmart or just, you know, any such stores like that and do my reviews in the stores? I would really need or like to know this feedback. Please leave your comments in the comment section below and let me know if you want to see more of those type reviews. But until then, just remember one thing. Knowing isn't just half the battle, it's the whole damn war. We'll see you next time.